It's your boy Nanguna in the house, back with another transfer news episode. Well, the transfer window is off, so what does IG have to tell you? Well, I've been thinking about the content that I've been putting on my channel, and doing transfer news 365 days a year does not make a lot of sense. But still, the daily news episode is definitely going to come hit you up, of course, because you got to stay updated. That's how this channel was started in the first place. But not only that, we're going to actually pump in a lot of FIFA content for you guys as well. So also some new interesting facts, some new interesting things are also coming in. Some analysis might come into the channel, and of course, the roast of the week, maybe roast of the month. I don't know. We're gonna bring that sections as well. We're definitely gonna have one or two a month. We'll see. We of course there's lots of things to moan about. Let's see what we actually have to talk about it. But moving on, in this episode, we are going to talk about the potential incomings probably next summer, but the outgoings that happened yesterday night. Of course, like the summer transfer window, I did not at all. I was not live till the end of the transfer deadline. That there are many reasons for that. That's because there were only outgoings, probably no potential incomings. That's the big reason why I did not get a lot of views on my videos in this transfer window. But no issues. I think we can definitely talk about it in the summer transfer window. There's always the next time. But also a big appeal, if this channel was ever recommended to you as a football channel, of course, because it is, and we're going to actually work on the content wherein you guys can actually enter the live stream. Of course, today we got one such session. I think 5 p.m. Indian Standard Time. We're gonna have the session wherein we can actually talk about the potential incomings next window, and of course the outgoings that happened this season. So if you're an Arsenal fan, if you're a football fan, no problem. We can discuss about Arsenal. We can discuss about the Premier League, and of course the upcoming game tonight, Arsenal versus Wolves. So without any further ado, the first thing that we have here is Joe Willock, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Arsenal want the 21-year-old midfielder to get some much-needed game time, and the two Premier League clubs, Arsenal and Newcastle, will now attempt to push through this deal before yesterday's 11 p.m. deadline. So that was what the last report of Sky Sports News was. But Joe Willock, ladies and gentlemen, has completed his signing for Newcastle United. Of course, lots of comments definitely poured in. Mikel Arteta, Edu, everyone responded to that. So, technical director Edu said, Joe is a talented young player and an important member of our first team squad. This can be seen in the number of appearances he has made for us in recent seasons. At this stage of his career, we have decided together with Joe that it will benefit his development greatly to enjoy a loan period playing regular first team football. We wish Joe all the best with his loan move. Probably, I'll tell you what I feel about it, but Mikel Arteta said Joe is a young player with a great ability who is progressing very well, and we are happy with his continued development. At this moment in his career, Joe needs to be playing regularly. We all wish Joe the very best at Newcastle until the end of the season. So Zach Medley has been recalled from his loan with Gillingham and has moved to Scottish Premiership side Kilmarnock on loan for the remainder of this season. Just just a reminder to you guys. And if you ask me, I think of course Joe Willock has to get first team action. But my question is, why Newcastle? Are they the only team that were interested for Joe Willock? Because see, Newcastle midfield role for Newcastle is like Joe Willock will actually learn a lot of defensive aspect of the game. But I think he should have actually gone to a team that is actually more attacking, more offensively astute. But Newcastle, I don't know, man. He learned a lot of defensive traits. That's all I know about Steve Bruce's attack plan. Anyways, whatever it is, yeah, I would have actually searched a better club for him because the gameplay that Newcastle come up with, I don't think so. It suits Joe Willock. Moving on, let's talk about the one who actually went to Gelsenkirchen from hashtag SM20 at Arsenal to hashtag SM30. Number 30 of Schalke is gone to Gelsenkirchen. Shkodran Mustafi has joined Bundesliga side Schalke in a permanent transfer. Well, it all happened that he actually terminated his Arsenal contract just like Socrates and Mesut Ozil. So he will join Sead Kolasinac. So yes, of course, the two titans, the two unreal friends, the best friends of Mesut Ozil have joined Gelsenkirchen, and the technical director Edu Gaspar had said something about Mustafi. He said, we thank Musti for his contribution at Arsenal, which has spanned 4.5 years, over 150 appearances, and a huge role in 2 FA Cup wins. Everyone associated with the club wishes Musti and his family the best for the next chapter in his career. Mikel also had some words to say. He says, Musti has been a key player for us for a long period of time. He played a very important part in my first season as manager, and I'd like to thank him for his professionalism and for always being ready when called upon. We wish Musti well at Schalke. And talking about, uh, uh, we'll talk about it later. But there's somebody else who actually went away. Is, of course, Ainsley Maitland-Niles went to the Barcode Club. Yes, the club that has their jerseys symbolized as a barcode. Of course, I'm pretty much sure he will be. I tell you what. Sometimes I feel that all the West Brom players, they have a barcode scanner. They don't even have to show their ID. Every player gets inside the stadium. They get barcode scanned on their jerseys. Boom. Automatically identified. I think probably that's what he's been now. But anyways, jokes aside, Ainsley Maitland-Niles has joined West Bromwich Albion on loan for the remainder of the season. This season, yes, he's joined the Barcode side. So, technical director Edu Gaspar said, "We wish Ainsley the best of luck for his time with West Bromwich Albion. He deserves the opportunity to play consistently, which is what he needs for his club and international career ambitions, and we fully support him with that." And Mikel also had some praise words for Fofty. He says, Ainsley is a very talented player and we are proud of his hard work and development with us. This decision to go on loan to West Bromwich Albion for the rest of this season is to support Ainsley and his growth further. We all wish him the best of luck. I think if he plays in the midfield of West Bromwich Albion, that makes a lot of sense. I would prefer Joe Willer going to West Bromwich Albion, but okay, who am I to actually make those statements? So in the 20-minute meeting, Arteta along with technical director Edu made it clear that they were still willing to let Maitland-Niles leave, but were reluctant to let him join Leicester, which had been the England international's favoured destination. He actually wanted to go to Leicester City, but it's like giving a better player to the rival instead. So Arsenal said, no, you ain't going to a rival. You are actually going to a shit team, and that's West Bromwich Albion. Go and fight relegation. That's what you deserve. Just joking. The Sky Sport news reporter on Maitland-Niles joining West Brom says, Robert Dorset says, what a coup it is. He won't be able to play for West Brom tomorrow in their game against Sheffield United tomorrow. But what boost will the players and staff get from the signing? Well, of course, Matt Smith has been recalled from his loan with Swindon Town and has joined fellow League One side Carlton Athletic on loan for the remainder of this season as well. This is already mentioned by me, but also Fabrizio Romano opened up about Arsenal when he was asked who is the signing of the window. He says, I would go for Martin Odegaard to Arsenal. He's an amazing talent. It was a great opportunity on loan with the option to discuss with Real Madrid in the summer. Signing this kind of player in January is not so easy. And talking about Odegaard's move to Arsenal, Fabrizio said, Arsenal were fast when they had the opportunity. When they understood the player wanted to leave Madrid, the player asked to leave Madrid. Mikel Arteta called the player and everything changed. Arteta's pull, baby. So Roy Hodgson was asked whether Patrick Van Aanholt is good enough to play for Arsenal. He says, is he good enough to play for Arsenal? Yes, but it would be really surprise for me. Anyways, well, Aubameyang has rejoined the training after providing a negative COVID test, putting himself back in contention for Arsenal's game against Wolves on Tuesday. Alex Lacazette will also be available despite suffering a head injury against United. He's fine, I guess. But the funniest story is, Arsenal will make late calls on Bukayo Saka and Pablo Mari. Tierney has been ruled out with a low leg injury. We're going to deal with the whole of injury thing again. So Arteta was asked about, Jamie Carragher actually claimed that there is no way Arsenal can sneak into the Champions League spot at all. So Mikel Arteta responded to that. He said, it's too early to say that. There are a lot of points. You have to be consistent. You don't just depend on yourselves. The better we do, the bigger chance there will be to fight for top 4. You see the results every week and say, wow, it tells you how difficult the season has been for everyone and how much things can change. Look at Manchester City, where they were and where they are right now. Confidence is a big factor. If you're consistently losing games, then players tend to have bad fears or they stop believing that they can win every game. But when you get into a good run of form, that is completely the opposite. That's what is happening at the moment. So James Olainka stays at Southend United. That's what they tweeted out. We are delighted to announce James Olainka has extended his loan at Blues from Arsenal until the end of the season. According to Gerard Romero, Arsenal inquired about loaning Barcelona left back Junior Firpo yesterday. Yes, It was happening. It was happening. And talking about Lacazette's contract, Arteta said, we will talk certainly about that situation at that moment. What I want is that he keeps performing the way he is until the end of the season. Then it will be the right time to talk about it. And Willock, on joining Newcastle on loan, he says, this is a club with massive history that I've grown up watching and I will work my socks off for the team. I can't wait to see everyone and be part of the Newcastle family. Also, well, somebody shared about training images. Kerjan Catalan shared this image, says, no better feeling, of course. And Danny Ceballos shared this image, says, I'm back at 100% and going for all, always. Let's go, Gunners. And of course, another training images, you can see Aubameyang, you can see Bukayo Saka. Of course, he looks happy, I guess. But anyways, here's Joe Willock, his last training with Arsenal before this window. And the injury update, ladies and gentlemen, Oba. You can see Danny Ceballos, Pablo Mari. You can pause the video and you can read it if you want to. And then there is Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan is unavailable for Tuesday's match. He's hopeful to be back in the coming days. Saka, again a late call for Saka and Tierney might be taken. Now let's talk about, we'll talk about it later. Junior Firpo says, actually Arsenal inquired about him, but Koeman would only have sanctioned Firpo's exit if Eric Garcia would have joined from Manchester City to bolster his backline. That did not happen, so Junior Firpo is not leaving Barcelona. So with this, we end all the news that we had for the transfer window. We'll have a discussion today itself. So do make sure that you hit me up on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter so that you guys get a great opportunity to be on my show today, 5 p.m. Indian Standard Time. So with that, I'll see you in the next one.